Welcome back to Brentford Fan TV, and it is finally over the line. Bryan Mbeumo has officially joined Man United, and I mean, it's been so long, this transfer saga. I'm very happy it's finally over.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to talk about, the ins and outs, what United fans can expect. What are we going to do as Brentford? So what's your initial thoughts, Ben?
Well, to be honest, it's so long that's been going. I've already accepted that he was leaving anyway, so it's not a disappointing loss. It is a loss at that, but still, 65 million is quite a good deal. I think we're getting our money's worth there.
Yeah,
definite. But same with you. I'm just glad we got the deal over the line finally.
Yeah, I mean, I agreed with what you said when it was like we kind of just came to accept it, because I think even once the season had ended, and there was an interview where Norgard had said, we expect to keep Mbeumo, we expect to lose Mbeumo and keep Wissa. And so when your captain's saying that about your players before the season had even ended, we came to accept that we're going to lose Mbeumo. And it's like, I mean, it feels like a way more bigger blow to lose Thomas Frank and Norgard than losing Mbeumo. But as we said, we're a selling club. That's just how it is. But yeah, good money, 65 mil, 6 million add-ons. And he's at United on a 5-year contract with 1 year possible to extend.
Yeah, which I think is a great move for United. I think they really need that raw goal output that he brings. Having got 20 goals last season, even 7 assists, all in the Premier League. That's 27 goal contributions, which is exactly what United need at this minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a United fan, and I don't want to see United say do well, but I do want to see Mbeumo do really well at United, because he's been with us for 7 years, maybe. I actually don't know. I know he's playing around. Yeah, he's 8 games off 250 appearances for Brentford. That's probably top 5 all-time players for Brentford in appearances, which is quite impressive. But what do you think United fans can expect from Bryan Mbeumo as a player?
You can expect him to play very well on the wing, right wing, cutting inside, also setting up goals with crosses. But also you can expect him to be a bit more dynamic and be able to play in that striker role with another striker. And that's how I see United setting up with Cunha and Mbeumo up front. 2 strikers in more of a... Yeah, I'm not sure of the formation, but in more that style.
Yeah, I think in terms of his... Bless you. I think in terms of his directness, it's very good for United. He has a lot of goals for Brentford where it's like, do it on his own, cut him, put it across goal, put it near post. I think that's what United have really lacked last season, just someone who's just going to go out there and get a goal, because they did not score enough last season at all.
Yeah.
And so we'll bring that. Of course, he's really good at getting assists, really good at crossing the ball, which, you think of someone like Højlund, who gets terrible service. I mean, when he does get the chances, he doesn't really take them, but he really could do with better service. Bryan Mbeumo can bring that. He does need, obviously, Amram to set up a system where, there's players in the box. If you analyse Brentford, there's so many times every game you'll see Bryan Mbeumo edge of the box about to cross it, and you have the line of Wissa, Schade, Keelos, Potter, all in line ready to overload the back post. I think we scored that exact goal twice against United in the 4-3 win. And so, he needs Amram to set it up right for it to work. But I think United fans, you're in for a good player. I will admit, he did quite often blank for Brentford in away games.
Yeah. Big away games he did kind of blank. But then there were also other away games where he carried us, really.
Yeah, but I think if you compared his home to away form, it's like, I'd say maybe 70% of his goal contributions came at home. Yeah. But anyway, maybe playing for United, there'll be a mindset change. It is Man United. Yeah. So that could be quite good.
But building on what you're saying is about the system. He did link up very well with Tony, and he did with Wissa. He's kind of had a great link up with any of the players we played in the front line with him. So I think he'll fit very well with any of the players at Man United.
Yeah, and I think that's a decent amount on Mbeumo to United.
Yeah.
I think now as Brentford fans, we need to start thinking about ourselves and be like, what the hell are we going to do now? Because we've just lost our biggest goal contributions player. And so, yeah, if in an imaginary world we didn't actually sign a replacement, for me, I think we should set up with Wissa on the left, Thiago up front, and Kevin Schade on the right.
Yeah.
And now Kevin Schade, before he joined Brentford, was actually a right winger, I believe.
Yes.
In that first half season when he joined us, he often came off the bench for Mbeumo on the right, and he had some good performances.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one possible way we set up. But there's another way we could set up, and that's just having a new signing in Amari Hutchinson.
Yes, we've been after him recently. The first news came out when we missed the deadline for his £35 million release clause, which would have been a good deal. But yeah, we missed the deadline, couldn't negotiate that quick enough.
Yeah, I did hear that we did offer 35 million, but maybe we left it a bit late, so then they delayed it, and then it ended, and so maybe they're trying to squeeze a bit more money out of us.
No, I saw that. Yeah, again, we'd offered 35 million, but we couldn't agree on a payment structure.
Oh, right.
That was what I. But yeah, again, it was a late offer, so
yeah,
both things have a play in it.
Yeah, but I do believe they now want 40 million for him, which I understand. I'm not saying he's a bad player.
Yeah.
Before I go into this, he's definitely a good player, but I think with that 40 million, we're mainly signing it for 40 million because he's young, and it's the potential.
Yeah.
Because based on what he did last season, he got 5 goal contributions in the Premier League. I understand it's a struggling Ipswich side, and I can remember one really good goal he scored, but that's it. 5 goal contributions in the Premier League doesn't warrant 40 million, in my opinion. However young a player is.
Yeah. I get it. He's important to Ipswich, and they definitely want to keep him. But again, as you're saying, it seems quite steep.
Yeah.
For what we're getting.
I mean, yeah, he did have a good Euros with England, but I still think it's a bit. I think it'll be breaking our transfer record by quite a bit, 40 mil, for a player that isn't guaranteed to be good. But then again, he's young. We could keep him down for multiple years. He's got plenty of time to improve. How many Brentford signings actually do well when they first join us? Not many.
Not really, no.
But you think of like Mbeumo, Damsgaard, so many players. Collins. They just get better as the seasons go on. So I'm not going to knock it as a transfer at all. I think it could be a very good signing. And another guy who we're linked to today. I don't know too much about him. I think you say his name is Daisian Medea, something like that. He's a Japanese striker / left winger for Celtic. Yeah. And for me, that sounds a bit like a Wissa replacement.
It does. Wissa, again, he plays striker left wing. So it seems a lot like we're looking at a replacement for him there. But again, you never know. He could be moved over to right wing.
Yeah.
We don't exactly know the club's plan.
Yeah, or Schade to right wing, or anything. So
anything could work.
But I think Wissa should be staying though, because as we've said in past videos, the club don't plan to sell both Wissa and Mbeumo in the same window.
Yeah, there are still clubs offering for Wissa.
Indeed.
There was Newcastle with, I think that's £37 million bid, something like that, 35, 37.
Yeah, which is I think it's respectable for a player who's about to turn 29.
Offer. But again, I think because we've already lost Frank, Norgard and Mbeumo, I think Wissa will be one player the club definitely wants to stay.
Definitely. I mean, if you sort of think back to 2 years ago, that season where we had terrible injuries, we struggled because of the injuries, but Wissa, he was the shining light with I think he got 12 goals that season. And so I'm not saying that we're going to struggle well, I think we will struggle somewhat next season with the big losses. I'm not saying it's going to be relegation, but I think it could be similar where Wissa will be the shining light and he'll be the main source of goals. And so I think we should really keep him if we can. Maybe even try. I heard we're trying to get him on a new contract. I'm not sure if that will work, but
we'll
definitely should keep him.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated in the future. future videos.
But yeah, I think that's all there is for this video. Congratulations, United.
Yeah.
You finally got Mbeumo after months. After over a month of trying to get him. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.